Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2017 United States-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce Annual Conference. Please welcome our first speaker to deliver welcoming remarks, Susan Sadigova, Executive Director of the United States-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. The ambassadors, Ambassador Sikuta, Ambassador Saymanov, Governor Sununu, dear Chairman, dear members, guests, members of the board of US-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of our organization, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this conference dedicated to US-Azerbaijan relations. This is the 9th conference that our chamber has organized over the past decade. But this year's conference has a very special meaning and purpose. We are celebrating the 25th anniversary of mutual friendship and partnership between the United States and Azerbaijan. And we are extremely grateful that some of the politicians, business people, and dignitaries that were directly involved and personally contributed to building and maintaining this friendship over the past 25 years are here with us today. This conference is also very different from all the previous conferences that Chamber organized, because this year we have the largest delegation coming from Azerbaijan, with over 50 plus delegates representing over 25 companies and government agencies in Azerbaijan. I would like to especially recognize them because they are the ones who made the long trip all the way from Baku to Washington, D.C. Also, I should mention that there's a direct flight from Baku to New York. If you take that, it's only 10 hours. Small promotion here, but I should add that 25th anniversary is an important subject of this year's conference, but we are also excited to touch upon bilateral commercial and business relationship. As you know and follow from the news, economic diversification is an important part and goal of Azerbaijan at the moment, and the country has made a lot of efforts, concerted effort to diversify the economy by carrying out various economic reforms over the past 2 years, and today we are going to talk about that in depth. And by the way, I do want to encourage you to read the Special Trade and Business Guide available at the registration desk, and I trust you already have it. It has basically provides articles from the best experts in town who were involved in this whole process of reforms, and will provide guidance on things to do and consider when doing business with Azerbaijan and the region. And the guide was made possible thanks to the support of PwC, Dentons, and others soon. I would also like to encourage you to attend the roundtable meetings tomorrow that are going to be held at 2 different locations. In downtown Washington, you have that in your program. We'll have more detailed discussion about the things tomorrow. And most importantly, I would like to take a moment to recognize the sponsors who made this conference possible. I'll start with our platinum sponsor, Pasha Bank, 2nd year in a row, and I would like to thank their management for being here with us. Our gold sponsors, SOCAR, BP, and Anglo-Asian Mining, again, thank you very much for being here with us today. And our silver sponsors, Gilan Holding, Baker McKenzie, Chevron, WCC International, and of course Boeing Company, also 2nd year in a row. They make the best planes. I should make that small promotion as well. And I would like to especially recognize all the help and support that Embassy of Azerbaijan in Washington, D.C. has provided. Thank you to Ambassador and his staff. And of course, our conference partners, Global Chamber, with all its offices all over the US and the world, US Chamber of Commerce, American Chamber of Commerce in Azerbaijan, EBRD, the World Bank, Caspian Policy Center, and American Turkish Council. Thank you very much for your help. Before I close, I would like to recognize all the speakers. Thank you very much for agreeing to speak and be part of this important conference. The staff of our chamber who worked really hard over the past few months, and of course the staff of this beautiful hotel for all their support and flexibility. And one last point. We'll have live tweeting throughout the day. Please do use the hashtag USACC 2017. Your tweets will be projected to the screen, so, tweet responsibly. And without further delay, I would like to pass the floor to the founder and co-chairman of our organization, Mr. Reza Vaziri, who's also the CEO of Anglo-Asian Mining in Azerbaijan. Thank you all again very much for coming, and I wish you a very productive conference. Thank you.
Governor Sununu, Ambassador Sekuda, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to this annual conference celebrating the 25th anniversary of our diplomacy, trade, and business relation between the United States and the Azerbaijan Republic. I'm sure you will enjoy the chance to relax, have some stimulating conversation, renewed old friendship, and hopefully make new ones. The start of this chamber's third decade is an appropriate time to underscore one of Azerbaijan's most important economic objectives: diversification of our economy beyond oil and gas. As a founder of this organization, I remember very vividly that our chamber's early years were focused on helping Azerbaijan transform its underdeveloped petroleum sector into the world-class one. Azerbaijan has achieved that goal while continuing to develop oil and gas sector of its oil and gas resource. Now the chamber is working hard on the economic diversification that will be the next phase of Azerbaijan's economic development. We need to develop industry, high-tech, agriculture, tourism, and other sectors to help us weather commodity price fluctuation. Those of you in this room can play an important role in helping us to achieve that goal. For those of you with established ties to Azerbaijan, thank you for your cooperation and continuing support. For those of you who are newcomers to our business world, thank you for deciding to check out the opportunities that Azerbaijan has to offer. Let me take a moment to recognize all the sponsors and partners that made today's conference possible. As always, Pasha Bank, BP, SOCAR, Anglo-Asian Mining, Gilon Holding, Chevron, Baker McKenzie, Boeing, WCC International. As Azerbaijan continues its economic diversification, this conference will take on even more importance. To that end, I would ask everyone here to help spread the word that Azerbaijan has opened its arm to business in all sectors. Now I will pass the floor to my very dear friend, Governor John Sununu, Governor of New Hampshire, Chief of Staff under President George Herbert Walker Bush, and has been the honorary advisor of our organization since the inception of this organization. Please welcome Governor John Sununu.
Thank you, Chairman. Our final speaker to deliver welcoming remarks is Governor John Sununu, Honorary Advisor of the U.S.-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you very much, Reza. The other co-chairman, former Congressman Bill Delahunt, asked me to fill in for him. He had some travel complications, but he does send his appreciation for all of you being here. For those of you that don't think that inflation is back in effect, may I point to this slide and point out that my name has been inflated by one extra NU. 25 years. I remember when this organization was put together, and frankly, all the participants could have sat in the front row of this section. And it certainly has grown. It certainly has made an impact. It certainly has been valuable. Let me put into context why this organization is important to the United States. You don't have to be a brilliant national security analyst to look at the map and understand that there is a great value to the national security of the United States, to international stability, to see that a good relationship ought to be maintained with the country that sits between Russia and Iran. It's the old real estate statement: location, location, location. And I can say that over the last 25 years, the history of that relationship has been nurtured well, it has been maintained, it has been important to America, and to some extent, it has been nurtured by the commercial relationships that many of you in this room are part of. The little extra threads that the commercial interactions create in this fabric of national security relationship is critical. And so I suggest to you that you keep in mind that not only is it good business to do business in Iran, with Azerbaijan because of its location to that part of the world, it is because of its relationship geographically to Russia and Iran, it is good for America to have strong commercial ties that help reinforce the national security relationship. And so I thank you all for what you have done. I suggest to you, you probably understand the value of doing more. Azerbaijan has been a very constructive partner to America. Its assets are not only the oil and energy and gas that it will provide to the world, and when the pipeline is completed, the Southern Route pipeline is completed, it will be a critical asset to Europe. It has been important because it has, with its logistics support, its information gathering capacity, and its relationship with the United States in dealing with its tough issues in that region, it has been a very important partner to our country. So for those of you that anticipate expanding there, I thank you. For those of you that have been there, I thank you. It is an important relationship, and we need to work hard to maintain it. Thank you all very, very much.
We thank you, Honorary Advisor John Sununu.